Long ago, in a powerful kingdom called Persia, there was a king named Xerxes, sometimes called Ahasuerus. He was one of the richest and most powerful rulers of his time, and he loved showing off his wealth. One day, during a grand feast that lasted 7 whole days, the king called for his queen, Vashti, to come out and show her beauty to everyone. But Queen Vashti refused. She didn't want to be treated like an object in front of drunken men. The king was furious. No one ever said no to him. After consulting his advisors, he decided to remove Queen Vashti from her royal position. That left the kingdom without a queen. So, the king made an announcement. Let the most beautiful young women of the empire be brought to the palace. From among them, I will choose a new queen. Now, in the city of Susa, there lived a young Jewish woman named Esther. She was an orphan, raised by her cousin Mordecai. Esther was not only beautiful, but also kind, humble, and wise. When she was taken to the palace along with other young women, she quickly stood out. The palace officials liked her, and eventually, King Xerxes chose her to be the new queen, though no one knew she was Jewish, because Mordecai had advised her to keep it secret. Meanwhile, trouble was brewing. A powerful man in the palace named Haman was promoted to a very high position. Everyone bowed down to him, except Mordecai. He refused, because as a Jew he would only bow to God. Haman's pride turned into burning anger. When he found out Mordecai was Jewish, he didn't just want Mordecai dead. He wanted to wipe out all the Jews in the empire. Haman tricked the king into signing a law that on a certain day, all Jews could be killed. The law of the Persians could not be changed once written. It was a death sentence for Esther's people. When Mordecai heard this, he sent a message to Esther, begging her to speak to the king. But Esther was afraid. In Persia, no one could enter the king's presence without being invited. If she walked in uninvited, she could be killed, unless the king extended his golden scepter to spare her life. Still, Mordecai reminded her, "Do not think you will escape because you are in the palace. Who knows? Maybe you became queen for just such a time as this." Esther made a brave decision. She asked her people to fast and pray for 3 days. Then she put on her royal robes and went before the king. When the king saw her, his heart softened. He extended the golden scepter. Esther lived. The king asked what she wanted, promising up to half his kingdom. But Esther was wise. She didn't reveal Haman's plot immediately. Instead, she invited the king and Haman to 2 special banquets. At the second banquet, Esther finally revealed the truth. "My king, my life, and the lives of my people are in danger. We have been sold to destruction." The king was shocked. Who would dare to do such a thing? Esther pointed directly at Haman. "This wicked man is our enemy." The king was furious. Haman begged for his life, but his fate was sealed. He was executed on the very gallows he had built to kill Mordecai. But there was still a problem. The deadly law Haman had written was still in place. The king could not cancel it, but he gave Mordecai and Esther the authority to write a new law. Their law allowed the Jews to defend themselves on the appointed day. When that day came, the Jews fought back and won. Their enemies were defeated, and instead of being destroyed, the Jews were honored throughout the empire. Mordecai was promoted to a high position, and Esther remained queen, remembered for her courage. And so, because of one young woman's bravery and faith, an entire people were saved. An ordinary girl who became queen risked her life and changed the destiny of her people.